All right, welcome back. Welcome back. This is the comment edition where she responds back to your comments. Who do I have here with me today?
You already know it's AJ on replay.
Went viral for this video with arguing, debating her up against MGTOW. So we're gonna read your comments and she's gonna respond to them. All right, let's get it. Woo! That first one is a long one, so let's skip that one. He can't be putting his message out there like that, even if it's true. You can't make this up. These are your words, so.
I said that?
Yeah, you did. You be saying some wild shit.
All right, that was kind of rough of me to say. I was probably emotional, but if it's a true statement,
oh, so it's not necessarily
I feel like
how you say it.
I feel like people should. Well, if it's a fact, you know, it can't really be taken two different ways unless you say it in an aggressively mean way. But you know.
Carrying on. Girl is caught up with her feelings. She can't accept the truth.
Fuck you too.
23 minutes in, and I realize she's fighting for women to be viewed as more, which they are. But she doesn't realize that for mating, attraction starts with beauty, femininity, and loyalty.
All right. Well, of course, from a man's perspective, they're looking at women as what they can bring to the table, you know. But as a woman, I'm looking at other women as what we can do as our own selves, if that makes sense. Okay. Not just what we can do for another guy.
Okay. All right. She hates Tate and then listens to Cardi B. Damn. She was just listening to Cardi B.
No, you were playing it and I was singing along.
My Alexa was playing it. And
same shit.
She was saying every
I
single
don't listen to
word,
Cardi B. I listen to that. I listen to that Playboy Cardi. I don't listen to Cardi B. I listen to Carti.
She was saying every single word, every single syllable. So yeah, she hates.
I know one song by Cardi B, Like It Like That, and I feel like every single person knows
and she
that
knows
song.
every single word. That's funny. Carry on.
Spanish.
No one is more hated than he who speaks the truth. Plato. Thoughts?
I can't argue against fucking Plato, bruh. What the fuck?
Victor says, fella, just remember this chick literally exposed herself by describing the men she has been with as both egotistical or jerks.
He bolded that shit too.
I didn't even know you could do that on YouTube. And knowing that did not, what is that? Dissuade her in at least from entertaining a relationship with these sort of men. What are your thoughts on that?
Hold on, let me read this whole thing because he keeps going.
Yeah, but I already get the gist of it which is you claim you don't like said fellows, but then yet you dating said fellows. That's the majority of women. They tell you what they like. Hold on real quick. They tell you what they like, but they don't tell you what they're attracted to. So they'll tell you that they like a dude that's safe, that's emotionally available, that likes to take him out and do nice things for him, that's respectable, all this shit bullshit, blah, blah, blah. But they don't tell you what they're attracted to, which is the dude that's unemotionally available, the dude that may ignore them sometimes, that's be a jerk sometimes, etc., etc., etc. Continue.
Well, I was just gonna say that in those scenarios, I was fucking 18 and I didn't know shit, so can't really.
Why does that matter?
Because I was only with those guys because I was a fucking idiot.
You still was with them?
Yeah.
At majority of your... How old are you now?
I'm 20.
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah, big difference.
Not really.
Especially in the... From 18 to 20, man? Are you kidding? My little
from our perspective,
my little sister's 18. That's that's a huge difference.
From our perspective.
And mental maturity, that's a huge critical age for maturity.
Which is why you should date. This is why dudes typically more attracted to women that are between the ages of 18 and 24. Because by the time you get past 24, you have all these masculine traits. You have all these things that make you less desirable. She getting triggered.
I'm not getting triggered.
All right. She's at that age where she doesn't like men for a relationship. She's too modern to comprehend logic and is totally controlled by emotion. Thoughts. This one got 100 likes, 200 likes almost.
Damn. I mean, I can't disagree. I'm not really trying to get married right now, so like.
All right, continuing on. Bruh, she basically, this is a woman, by the way, unless it's a dude that has a woman picture. But she says, bruh, she basically said, you can't tell the truth even if it's the truth. This is the world we are living in, people. You really can't make this shit up. Parts of her answer has metrics to it, and I really thought she was going somewhere with it. But she can't even articulate her point without sounding hypocritical, biased, or contradicting. Because she's trying to give this complex, futuristic, idealistic explanation to a 1 plus 1 equation equals 2 equation. It's hilarious, great video. So basically what she or this person is saying is, even though that you were coming from a perspective of being idealistic, meaning like, oh, this is how it should be, this is how people should act, etc. I was explaining how it is, and what the reality of the situation is, aka 1 plus 1 equals 2, and you was trying to combat that with complex, futuristic things. What are your thoughts?
I'm glad it was entertaining. I don't know what else to say.
That's all you gotta say?
I don't know.
All right, carrying on. I'm not even a fan of Andrew. I'm not even an Andrew Tate fan, but I've noticed that they just make stuff up about him without even watching his videos. This is crazy.
I've watched a lot of his videos, man.
Okay, and?
I mean, I've definitely made assumptions about him based off of his videos, but I wasn't making shit up. Maybe you just weren't seeing the same shit I was seeing.
She getting sassy, all right.
It's sassy!
Women really do interpret things out of thin air, don't they? Fascinating.
Yeah, they do. Get used to it.
Continuing on. I agree with you, but it shows that this is about the feelings.
I have a vagina. Don't blame me.
Damn, she's sassy today. She's listening to the video and still can't tell us what he said wrong. What is wrong?
I definitely said.
But she has to say. But she has so much to say.
I do have a lot to say.
She does.
And I did say some things that he has done wrong. Maybe you just don't think they're wrong.
Like name one.
I don't remember exactly what I said in the video.
Not the video, but I'm talking about in general. In your mind, okay, how about this? This is a better question now. Actually, I should have asked you at the beginning of the video. Now that this video been out, people received it, you looked at it, you probably show your family, your friends, etc., blah, 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 blah. And you saw the comments, etc. Do you have any changes in opinions or dispositions when it comes to Mr. Andrew Tate, or you keeping the same energy? Why or why not?
Well, I mean, I think I said this in the video, but I recognize the value in everything that in most of the things that he is teaching men. And, I mean, you guys all know what they are because you all watch him, obviously. But from a woman's perspective, a lot of the shit he says can be perceived in negative ways and can be spreading negative ideas that can affect people's relationships in a negative way.
Name one.
All right. In a lot of his videos, he talks about how a guy should treat a woman or be around women. And yes, he says that you should be protect her, care for her, all that bullshit. But he says that once you reach a certain amount of money, you can basically do whatever the fuck you want.
That's facts.
Which I do understand, and I understand that can motivate men to get more money. But I just personally think
oh God, here we go.
that there should not be so much emphasis on just viewing women as a trophy, because that is very much how he talks about women, as a trophy. And for me, I just think we're a whole lot more than that, and he does not give us any value in other aspects, which I do not like.
What are you talking about? Can trophies birth humans? Can trophies help you cook and clean? Can trophies be there for you emotionally when you, I guess, down a little bit? I'm just saying
in the way that he talks about women. Usually he describes them in a very materialistic way.
How? What do you mean by very materialistic way?
Just by focusing on their bodies and not what they can actually do, and, like, use their brains and shit.
But to some degree, you have to understand, by just stating reality, you have to understand that majority of men, that's what the number one thing that they care about women for. If you did not have a vagina, we would not fuck with you. That's so that means your body is your main thing of why we fuck with women.
I agree with that. Like I said, he is stating facts. But it's gonna piss women off regardless. I'm just saying. Got you.
Carrying on. All right. I always find these topics mind-blowing because of how people like her react. This is common sense. 77 likes. Continuing on. Jesus, it's hard to watch her trying to find a logical agreement and never finding one.
Damn. I feel like I had maybe a couple logical arguments, but you know.
Where?
I don't know, somewhere.
Yeah, not one.
It's a long one.
Yeah, let's get that. She spent 54 minutes and 8 seconds to say absolutely nothing.
Thank you.
Thoughts?
I guess it was time well spent then. Glad you enjoyed.
Hey, this is my second biggest video. Hey, man. I appreciate you watching that.
Maybe I should be a dumb feminist more often, then you get more views.
Yes. Always be a dumb feminist on my show. Makes for good content. All right. He had a webcam business. He didn't run a brothel. That's what she's going to. And this is a female. Please make sure you are not spreading false information.
Fair. I mean, kind of the same thing.
How is it the same thing?
All right, it's not.
No. You said it, so how is it the same thing?
It's not the same.
Let's go there.
It's not the same thing.
I'm about to say, because it's not.
Just because we have a digital world, it makes shit way more ambiguous.
I wouldn't even. That's not even the point about it. So a brothel is a place where you go, where you physically.
I understand what a brothel is. That's what I'm saying. Because we have the digital world, there's so many other things that we can do to spread sexual content. Mm-hmm. It's the same idea, but different platform, different method of dispersing it.
I wouldn't even agree with that. It's maybe the same.
It's just similar to porn. I should have said.
Yes.
I should have said.
Yes.
I should
That's
have
what I
said
agree
porn
with.
instead.
It
of
is
brothel.
porn. I wouldn't even say similar. I would say it is porn. Now, to me, because a brothel and porn is two completely.
Brothel's physical. Yeah. No, I get that. I get that.
Things. All right, fascinating how women don't have a sense of accountability and are never, ever ready to admit they're wrong.
Man.
Big facts. Big ups to you for being so calm through the whole thing. Hey, this is what I do for a living. You know what I mean? I'm trying to teach modern women, you know what I mean, some game out here. Go ahead.
I mean, I think I've admitted I was wrong a few times, but okay.
Continuing on. All right, she's so afraid to come out of her fairy tale world knowing it's false. She's still gonna prioritize her brainwashed feelings, not the reality. Anything you want to say back? These comments.
I think you're brainwashed.
About what?
I don't even know. I'm just being
She's just talking shit. Oh my god. All right, we're gonna do a couple more. Every single man watching Andrew Tate fully understands that the average man cannot do what he does. Facts. The more you achieve, the more you can be that way. This goes with you about saying what you actually said earlier, which is, oh, he's pushing men to make more money, to treat women however, blah, blah, blah. No. He's pushing men to make more money, to be more masculine, to do what you want to do. Now, if that leads to some men being with multiple women, then so be it. That may lead to actually some men being in a good, healthy relationship.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
All right, you knocked it out of the park. We have a whole generation like her, and if a responsible man sit next to her and goes line item through line, yes, this is what I'm good at. Is going when I talk to a person, female or male, when they say some dumb shit, I can literally go line by line and break down their logic and make them see that they might have been misled. All right, anyway, a whole generation that don't think between the lines. This is their religion. I agree, my boy. Thank you for that comment. I definitely agree. Any thoughts?
I mean, honestly, after being on this show, I have, just talking to you so much, I have started seeing things differently. And I do agree that most girls are like me the first time I came onto the show.
I would agree with that.
And I honestly appreciate everything that you've taught me and everything that the...
I do this. You know what I'm talking about.
I hope I've maybe taught you some shit.
No. Not a single thing. Not anything that I can remember.
I'm entertaining.
Facts. Bruh, this girl is trying so hard to hate Andrew, but at the same time, she knows deep down he's telling the truth, so it's making her even more mad.
Oh, I'm so mad.
Is this statement factual? Do you agree? Do you disagree?
No, I mean, yeah, he's telling uncomfortable truths. It's hard for me to see them as truths because it feels demeaning to me.
Okay, but why? Now this is a good conversation. Okay, now why?
Just because I'd prefer not to be seen in the way that he describes women.
Okay, like what? We gotta go deeper, girl. Come on.
I mean, we all know, though, like, the way he talks about girls and just... I know that he's, like, focused on men and influencing them and making them become better people. Mm-hmm. And for me... it just sucks because there's hardly any recognition for women in what he says. He's telling the man what they need to do for their women, what they need to do to get women, what they need to do to keep a woman. Mm-hmm. But from what I hear, it's all just, oh, you need a hot bitch that'll stay with you and you can have sex with her and you can also have sex with other people.
Okay, let me give you some game. Some more game. That's not. That might be the cherry on top.
Once a person gets to enough money, is what he was saying.
It's not. I'm gonna be honest. It's not even about money because this is how I know at the ultimate level you don't listen to them as a whole or anybody in this space as a whole because all of us say the same shit. Really, people just package it differently. I'm a little bit more one-on-one-y, talking to you, communicating, conversationalist. Fucking Myron Gaines, the video we did earlier in this session. He's a little bit more blunt, honest, straight to the point. You get a little bit mad and go fucking triggered when you listen to his shit. Andrew Tate is a little bit more, I don't know what words you want to use, but everyone's different, right? But we saying the same message, which is be a better man in all aspects of life. Yeah, that Taylor Port hit.
I choked.
That Taylor Port busting. Be a better man in all aspects of life, and having and getting women is the cherry on top of that. So it's not necessarily, and I would say, this is me personally, you may disagree, and some people even that's watching may disagree. I would say, I don't care your motivation, just as long as you get the results. So if you are a guy who gets motivated by women and wants to sleep with as many women as possible, whatever, and that makes you get at a better place physically, mentally, spiritually, etc., and to help out your family and yourself and your friends and etc., and your motivation was just women, so be it. For me personally, now, should your motivation not be women? Yeah, I agree with that. But if that has to be your motivation for you to get those results, I personally say it doesn't matter.
Do you know anything about philosophy?
I know a lot about philosophy. What's up?
You know, like Kantian or utilitarianism?
No, not that.
All right,
no.
keep going then.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up maybe later. Well,
you
explain
definitely
to me though.
So Kantianism is the viewpoint that you look at situations or decisions based on intent. And based on, like, certain rules, like, for example, the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. You carry your life based on these intrinsic values and what your intentions are and, like, what you want to be. Okay. Utilitarianism is a viewpoint that looks at what is the best result for the most people. So it's not based on intent, it's based on looking at the consequences in the long term. Okay. And I was just thinking as you were talking, like, I just think women are much more Kant and men are much more utilitarianistic.
So to you, utilitarianistic thing is the more so results, or is that the more so intent?
No. Kant is intent.
So Kant is intent.
Utilitarianism is results and long-term results.
Got you. Okay, got you.
Because I just don't think, men usually just don't focus on or recognize intent behind a message, if that makes sense. They usually just focus on the results. Like, for me, like, in the video we were watching, like, I was perceiving his tone and the way he was saying shit, like, his intentions and what he was saying in a different way than you did. because you were just looking at the message, the result.
Yeah.
But I was looking at his.
I don't like this because they both kind of the same to me. I'm gonna be honest, because when I'm listening, for example, the same example that you just used, which is Myron Gaines, and he's on a show with Reynolds about finding love or some shit, right? His intent is that message. His intent is not to be fucking a break. Well, maybe that is his intent, but his intent is still the message. So for me, they kind of coexist with the same thing.
I guess that was a bad example because his was less so intent and more just how I perceived his tone and his message and shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, just different, I guess.
Okay. Carrying on. All right. Translation. I mean, he's telling the truth, but don't talk about us like that.
Yeah, just be nice, man. Just spread some love. Don't be talking mean. You can say facts. You can say cold, hard facts if you need to. But if you're going to say something that's going to piss somebody off, especially with how our internet is now, like...
No.
Okay, fair. No. I agree that our internet's fucked up right now.
I'm about to go wild.
That's too much. That shit's too much.
It's too politicalized.
Nah,
it's too
it's
PC.
Too, yeah,
I want niggas to be real. I want niggas and women to be real. Just be real, honest, be yourself,
we don't
be
need to
true.
Be crossing out all these words.
Be fucking what's the word? Genuine.
Yeah.
All right, continuing on. I've never heard a woman sigh so much from not being able to have an open-ended dialogue with a productive outcome, just sighing and looking confused or putting your head down because you sound stupid. Great content, earned a fan. Ooh, I appreciate you, boy.
He said we both did great, so thanks.
I don't know about that one. I don't know why you added both did great. But thank you. I really appreciate that. I appreciate that. 53, damn, why she gotta be a bimbo, my boy? Bimbo says, I think I won after all that. Damn, they get mad at us when we call them dumb.
Well, duh. Anyone's gonna get mad if you call them dumb.
But if that's the appropriate word for them, hey.
I don't mean they're not gonna get mad.
True.
The fuck?
Marriage isn't about happiness, it's about legacy and children. Facts. Thoughts? Because you said I think it was about happiness or some shit.
I mean, that's a pretty traditional way of viewing marriage.
Okay.
Me personally, I want to be happy in my life. I definitely want to have good genetics that I can provide good children and good legacy with. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I want to be happy. Like, I'm not trying to be miserable my whole life like fucking 80% of the fucking population. Fuck that.
Okay. But here's the thing. If you are a man and you know for a fact that women are fickle, that women have emotions left, right, up, down, you may feel some type of way one day, the next week you feel completely different. Why would you bet your half of your life, half of your money, your kids, alimony, child support, etc. on a feeling? That thought process in and of itself is bad. Marriage has never been about happiness. I don't know why this 2022 bullshit about marrying to be happy bullshit come from, but marriage has never been about happiness. It's always been about business, family, and duty. Always. Now in 2022, since people are so individualized and so fucking entitled for themselves, they want to feel happiness in every moment of their fucking life. And that's not how life works.
I understand that. I'm just saying I don't want to be with somebody that I'm going to be miserable with, you know? Like,
then make the right choice from the get-go.
Yeah, duh.
You say duh, but most people get divorced.
Trust me, I know.
Oh, I'm about to say, you say duh, but most people get divorced. All right, I love how she compared a house full of his girlfriends scamming simps to an online brothel.
All right, I get it. I was wrong.
Hey, she made some accountability. Y'all got to give her some credit for that. Carrying on. All right, she has a strong female brain filter. Words go into the brain and enter the feeling center where extra words that weren't even said were added. Ooh, and tone is interpreted. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, shit.
She got the monkey. What the fuck going on?
I definitely agree that I was pretty emotional in that video. That's all I'm going to say about that. I was getting pretty mad.
All right, let's see if we can find just a couple more. Yeah, she was a little triggered. All right, let's see. What I understand from this girl is basically it's not what he says, it's how he says it. She's coming from a very emotional place.
I'm just trying to add some insight on how the female brain perceives all of these messages.
Okay, which I like. Thank you for that, by the way.
Because if nobody's going to speak out about... Because, I mean, women feel a lot, you know? And if no one's going to speak out for how this shit makes us feel, then it's just going to continue. And we don't like this shit. Obviously.
Yeah.
You can tell from your podcast that we don't like this shit.
Facts.
So I'm hoping that we can eventually, this whole community can come to a compromise on how we should
Oh, no, we're not coming to a compromise on expressing ourselves.
No, on how we explain each other, I guess. Or just, I guess, how men explain, like,
I don't think
women to other men, but...
I think we're not even going to make a compromise on that. I think what's going to happen is things like the red pill, things like Andrew Tate's, Fresh and Fits, Kevin Samuels, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's going to be more and more people like that. It's going to be more and more people pop up, and the world will start to be like, all right, you know what? Logical, blunt, honest truth is how we accept things. But I think that's going to take a little bit of time and a lot of people getting canceled. Pro tip of the day. If someone is willing to wear the Cookies brand in public, you can't take them serious. Thoughts?
Why are you flaming me for the Cookies hat, man?
I didn't even know what it was.
Exactly. Most motherfuckers don't even know what it is. We're in Atlanta, not LA. The fuck?
The fuck? 4430, as a great man once said, women would rather keep eating antidepressants than accepting that they're average and be happy with a normal man. Ooh, R.I.P. Godfather. I think he's talking about Kevin Samuels.
Honestly, I agree just because of how much social media affects the female brain.
Okay. Explain.
Well, there's so much shit out there, edited shit, ideal bodies, these celebrities, all that. And all these women are comparing themselves to them. And they want to be like them. And that can inflate their ego, I guess. Okay. If they're feeling insecure about themselves. They're like, no, I want to be like this. I want to start thinking like this, acting like this, whatever.
Okay.
But that's, fantasy, not realistic.
Let's read 5 more. She doesn't have an issue with Andrew Tate. She has an issue with who she thinks he is. Ooh, that's bars.
No, I mean that's fair. I haven't delved as deep into his content as most of you people, but
you people.
Again, I'm just saying how females perceive the shit that he says.
All right. I feel bad for this girl. She has a sweet and soft heart, but she has told her life to fight, and it's not good for her.
No, that's facts.
I mean, I think that's why I like that fucking comment.
That's how I grew up. You are not relying on a man. You're getting your own job. You are not blah, blah, blah. You're going to college, getting a degree, blah, 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 blah. Because that's what was drilled into me from birth. So.
Got it. All right. Social programming. Your last statement was perfect. Hey man, I do this. I can't say I just do this. One of the laws of the universe is the law of rhythm. Everything has a back and forth, and that includes masculine and feminine. We allowed the pendulum, to swing so far towards the feminine side, and look what it got us. It's time for masculine energy to come back around. I told you, that was the same video that I was talking about, that female energy now is on the right side, and the way of female thinking is the right way, etc.
Yeah.
Hey, I broke that down beautifully.
You did. You really did.
Hey, I can't lie. I do this. All right, so 2 more. But thank you for that comment. I appreciate that. Boy, Mo in the building. What's up, Mo? Mo's he be helping out with this goddamn podcast. Before I watch this, I'm going to try to boil down her arguments to their basics. Let me guess. I like what he says. Yes, it's true, but I don't like the way and tone he uses. Ooh, he got your ass. That's just being too general. Thoughts? She ain't got nothing. All right, carry on.
Yeah.
Last one. Oh, you did? I didn't know that.
I mean, a lot of them were like, "Oh, she doesn't like the tone." Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, "Yeah, I don't." Fuck.
She just doesn't want to agree with him just because his name and how he's portrayed. It's clear she's fighting the facts. And then we can end it on that. What are your thoughts?
It's not that I don't want to agree with him. Because I do agree with a lot of the stuff he talks about. I definitely agree with a lot of stuff he talks about. And I said that multiple times in the video. I just am obviously perceiving his message from an emotional perspective, not a logical one, like most of his viewers are. So that's why my perspective is different.
Minority of his views are.
Exactly.
Or maybe majority. You might actually be right. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know.
They're mostly men, so.
Yeah, but not all men are
that
logical.
That is true, but they're more logical than women are.
Yeah, but there's a lot of simps out here. Anyway, where can they
Good thing they're watching Tate then, goddamn.
Where can they find you?
You already know it's AJ on replay.
All right, if you enjoy these types of videos where we have the guests back and commented on your comments,
let us know.
Let me know in the comments section below. Other than that, if you want to follow her, the link to her Instagram will be in the description below.
You better.
Oh my God, she's so sassy. Hold on.
It's sassy.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you want to follow anyone else, I'm out. Peace. What the fuck, bro?